Good morning, students. So last time we started chapter 5, that was Introduction to Java and BlueJ. I have shown you practically how to write, compile and run the Java program in BlueJ environment. So children, BlueJ is what? BlueJ is an application software which is used to write, compile and execute the Java program. And the Java is a high-level programming language which consists of object and class. These two are very important component of object-oriented programming. Okay, class is a virtual name, and object are the real entity. So, one more thing: features of object-oriented programming, that is data abstractions. That means it is the act of representing essential features without including the background details or explanations. Like calculator. In calculator, you will find only the output, interface. You won't see the code because that part is totally hidden. Okay, you cannot see the code. You can see only the interface. This is possible because of data abstractions. Then we have data encapsulations, the wrapping up of data and member functions into a single unit. Means everything is grouped together. That's why we use curly bracket in the program. We have seen, okay. Polymorphism is again another features where multiple, poly means many and morph means forms. Okay, multiple functions can be used with similar name but different tasks. Polymorphisms. And the fourth one we have is an inheritance, process by which object of one class acquire or inherit the properties of another class. So these are the features of object-oriented programming. So once again I am telling children, Java is a high-level programming language, follow object-oriented programming approach, has 4 features, that is data abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism and inheritance. 2 important components, that is class and object, which are very important, which are interrelated, are used in all the object-oriented programming languages. BlueJ is the environment or platform or application which is used to write, compile and execute the Java program. So in the previous video, I have already shown you how to write the program, okay, the Java program in BlueJ environment. Today we will start, children, that is fundamental of Java language. The basic elements in Java are also known as tokens. Means each and every smallest unit, everything, whatever we write in the program, each and every smallest unit, that is known as tokens. Now see, children, some important tokens like variables. Actually, we write int a is equal to 10. Here a is a variable whose values, variable you can say is a container. Okay, so it can be any like alphabets. It's a named location in the memory that stores a value. Constant are the fixed value, like 10. So fixed, 10 means 10 only, 9 means 9, 8 means 8. If I write a is equal to 10, that means I am fixing the value, that becomes a constant. We can even use static also, static final, to make it constant. Identifier in Java are names of variables, method, class. See, we need to write class P1. Okay, we give the package, we write the variable int a. Okay, function name we write void main. These all are identified. They are the name given to some interfaces. Maybe the class interface, maybe the value interface, maybe the package interface. Okay, named name of a variable. Then children, we have operators. And operators is a symbol that performs certain operations on one or more operands. Like we write a plus b. Here plus is the operator. Operator means which execute on the value. Values are known as operand. In Java, we have multiple type of operator. See children, arithmetic and relational operator. Arithmetic means all that addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and division has one more part, that is remainder or modulus operator. Relationals, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. This is to create a relation between two operands. We use relational operator. Logical operator, like and, or, not. Even you can see the symbol changes. And is basically used to check, okay, whether both the statements are true or not. Or also same way, not also same way. They all deal with true, false. That is Boolean part. Then special type of operator we have in Java, that is increment or decrement operator. Plus plus minus minus. Plus plus means increases by 1. Minus minus decreases by 1. Assignment operator we have, like single equal to assign a value, like int a equal to 10. 10 is assigned to a. Add the assigned value, like plus equal to, minus equal to, subtract, the multiply equal to, divide equal to. These all are assignment operator. So children, how many type of operator I have explained you in this chapter. First one is arithmetic, second one relational, third logical, fourth increment, and fifth is an assignment operator. So there are so many operators, children. That means when we use this operator, like for single expression, for single calculations, we have to follow certain rules. So that rules is known as operator precedence. You might you may be remembering, like in class 6 onward or maybe 5 onward only. For simplification, we are using a broad class rule in mathematics, isn't it? Here also the concept is same. You can see the operator precedence. First is like round and square bracket, that is B. Then we have increment, decrement operator. Then we have all arithmetic, relational, logical, and at last we have assignment. First is the bracket, then increment, decrement, then arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment. Okay, this is the sequence of operator from highest to lowest we need to follow. The order in which the operator in an expressions are evaluated is known as operator precedence. Round and square bracket, increment, decrement, arithmetic operator, relational, logical, and assignment operator. So this was about tokens, students. So how many type of tokens we have done? Variable, constant, identifiers, and operators. So next topic, students, we have our data type. The type of value that a variable can hold is called data type. You have seen in the programming I used int. Int stands for integer value. Number of byte. Byte means the storage capacity is 4. Float. With single precision is point value, decimal values. Up to 6 places it can take. Number of bytes 4. Double 8, you can see more. Double precision, that is up to 15 places. Char 2, single character, and boolean 1, that is either true or false value, boolean values. We have to remember, children, number of bytes also. In 4, float 4, double 8, char 2, boolean 1. So these all are data type, which decide that what kind of value or variable will store in the programming language. And see, children, at the last we have the class declarations. What is class declarations? In the programming section, when I did the program, you have seen there we wrote class P1. Actually, before class we didn't wrote anything. It can be, you can write public class P1. Possible. Okay, in general, class declaration include the following component. Public is the access specifier. Then person is the name of the class preceded by the keyword class. User defined class name. Okay. The body of the class begin with the left braces. After class, the curly bracket is missed. The name and age are the variable of the class person. You can give name, age, and all as a variable. Okay, you can see the example is mentioned here. Display details is the function or method. Body of the function method again inside the curly brackets, and the class end at the last with the right braces, curly brackets. So this is the way how class are declared in the Java programs. So once again I am saying, children, this chapter name is Introduction to Java and BlueJ. First of all, we have to know that Java is a high-level programming language. Follow object-oriented programming approach. When we talk about object-oriented programming, two important things should come in our mind, that is class and object. Class are the virtual name, just a group of similar things, a name given. Okay, like we can say fruit is the name of class, whereas apple, mango, orange, which are real entity, real things, that are known as object. Features of object-oriented programming is data abstraction, that means hiding the complexity, only the user interface is visible. Encapsulation, grouping or wrapping of similar things together. Inheritance, acquiring the properties of one class to another class. And polymorphism, one function, multiple work. So these are the features of object-oriented programming. Then we came to BlueJ. BlueJ is the application software which is used to write, compile and execute. Execute means run the Java programs. So with the help of BlueJ, it becomes easier for us to write, compile and run the Java programs. Then children, we came to tokens. There we learned about different kind of tokens, which are smallest and individual unit used in a Java program. Is this clear, children?